What is going on, YouTube? This is your boy PXG Cash Howard, coach of the New York Nido Kings.
Ain't nobody cares who you the coach of, Cash. They came to see me. Your boy, yo, guys, what is good? It is your boy, CB Hog 92, the two-time defending champion. Remember that, boys, two-time defending champion. I'm back in the building. I had to help my boy Cash, show him the ropes, teach him what's new, get him moving along. Like the old days.
So, for those
Sorry.
that didn't catch that, the translation is my co host, coach of the Brooklyn Caesars, CB Hulk, is here.
Hey.
Alright, so you guys all saw the seven replays that were posted up. And now there's supposed to be 8, but 7 were up. CB's gonna tell you literally why we only had 7 videos right now.
Right. So, guys, usually we have a set limit or a set day when you are supposed to have the battle done, and that is usually on a Sunday of whatever week that is in. Unfortunately, our two coaches, well, Nate, one of the coaches, was not able to get his battle in or up in time for it, so we had to give the coach and my co-owner Liam the win. Unfortunately, because he was not prepared or ready at the time of when Liam was, and he passed the Sunday deadline, so I had no choice but to give the win to Liam. And in those occasions, we do treat that as a 3-0 victory to whoever it is. We look at who was prepared and who was ready for whatever reason. So
Yeah, so
we
with
gave.
that, oh, good.
Oh, I'm sorry. So basically, we just looked at it and we said Liam was ready, Nate wasn't, and hopefully we try not to get too many of these happening in the same week.
Or just overall in the league in general.
Yeah.
Alright, so long story short, for guys that are keeping track, I guess, in your own personal sheets at home, the London Lux Rays get the default 3-0 forfeit win over the Waterville Weavals. So, with that said, we have here an entire listing of the coaches and where they currently place after their matches were over. As you can see, there's Liam right there with his 3-0 win, and Nate down there with the 3-0 loss. The coach currently in first place is Thomas of the Cape Girardeau Gardevoir with a 4-0 win, and that was versus the Wilmington Crobets, which was coached by Shane. So as you can see right there, one's in first, one's in fourth. Everyone literally else is sandwiched right there in between. We have a five-way tie. A five-way tie for, so as you can imagine,
Place.
second and 11th, there's a five-way tie because literally everyone who won in second, their opponents were in 11th. So we got there Liam, the coach of the London Lux Rays, Connor, the coach of the Plymouth Portugamzes, Napalm, the coach of the Falls Furfro, Lindo, the coach of the Seattle Shuriken Superiors, and Johnny, the coach of the Carolina Caracostas, all tied with a 3-0
Victory.
victory in second place. Now, I see you there, CB. Look at you right there. Tied in
Yeah.
seventh with Bobby of the Philadelphia Scythers in seventh place. God,
Yep.
that is a giant gap from second to seventh.
I still feel like we should have just done it the way I had it and just place everybody like
1, 2, 3,
so
4.
yeah, instead of just making ties. But that's an argument for another day.
Alright, so skipping that gap again. In ninth place, we have the Miami Manifees, coached by Matt, and the Rochester Ride-Ons, coached by Pum.
Remember to check him out at Big Pum Gaming, guys.
And remember that I'm going to charge for each of these shoutouts. In 11th, in another gap.
Remember, guys, cash charges in food.
Exactly. Specifically gummy bears, if anything else.
Gummy bears?
Gummy bears. Gummy
What?
bears. Gummy bears moves the world.
No, Cash.
What do you mean no?
Everything knows that the best candy to get is either Blow Pops or Sour Patch Kids.
Sir, you're going to see me in the playground after this video. And we're going to discuss our candy rulings.
We'll have a discussion with Candy. Well, and for all those who are listening to this video, put down in the comment section which one do you like better, gummy bears, Sour Patch, Blow Pops, whatever. Give me whatever candy you want, but just prove to Cash that gummy bears are not the best. Please.
Everyone's gonna vote for gummy bears. They know that it's Cash's candy. They know it has to be good. They know. Come on, come on.
No, Cash. No, Cash. They gotta know. A true '90s kid will not forget blow pops. Come on, those things were the best candy ever. A lollipop with gum in it, Cash. 2 in 1,
Two
and
and
it was only like 99 cents.
I think there still are dinosaurs.
Seriously?
I think they're like the only candy that hasn't raised in price.
God damn.
But gummy bears, you get a 99-cent bag. It's like what, like 10 to 15 gummy bears in that one bag.
Yeah.
You can savor them as you take a bite out of each one. It's like, come on. All right, that is upsetting my stomach right now because I actually want candy now. The Waterville Wee Wows, the Atlanta Angel Slashes, the Chesterfield Bikinis, the Adelaide Absols, and unfortunately the New York Needle Kings are all in 11th place in a 5-way tie.
Hey, look at you, Cash. You're all the way down in.
Listen, we're not gonna discuss why I'm there. Actually we can. I felt nice. I had a talk with the Seattle String Superiors. Even though I was fed to the Lions by UCB, which we all know you decided that to make that my first opponent. Linda, I went up to Linda. I'm like, Linda, you know what? You are the one that causes fear to everyone. It would be totally unfair if I would have beat you and just destroy your image. So I just had to do the right thing and let Linda win 3-0. That's all it was.
Totally, Cash. Totally.
And then in 16th place, because even though we skipped everything, I guess we could have put Shane in like 14th or something. The Wilmington Crowbats and Shane are in 16th place. Now, I know Shane is a fighter. Shane is going to claw his way back up. And everyone's going to be afraid that how dare he get put in 16th place. Because I have a fear of this man. He calls himself Lord of Cold. Like, everyone likes the cold, but an extreme amount of cold. He has that power. He would probably make it super cold right now. I wish he would right now. It's kind of hot outside, but...
You be quiet, Cash. I prefer the summer over the freaking winter.
Boy, we're gonna have a debate. All day, are we?
Yes, we are. We can have a debate, Cash. We can talk about everything. We can talk about candy. We can talk about the winter and how summer is better.
Now you can tell me something like Street Fighter is better than Mortal Kombat. Android versus iPhone.
Street Fighter is better than Mortal Kombat. Let's see what else. I'd put if I had to put my list of fighters, I'd put like Street Fighter #1. I'd put probably Marvel #3. I'd probably put #2. I'd probably go Tekken because I really do like the Tekken combat system.
Mm-hmm.
So probably 4th would probably be Mortal Kombat because I don't know. To me, the Mortal Kombat system seems a little bit clunky. I don't know. Like I guess it's just me. It might be just me, but whatever. I feel like their combat system's clunky and weird. Injustice was kind of annoying because like it was really hard. You can't really like to set up a combo system on that one was hard because you had to chain is kind of takes a lot of learning.
You have to attack, wall bounce, doing some more attacks, special, super, bam. That's it.
Yeah, and I guess that wasn't the most diverse as like a Marvel or even like a Street Fighter, but either way, I'd put that towards the back end. I haven't played BlazBlue enough to be able to tell you enough about the combat system and how I'd rank it.
That's the anime right there. All the anime games are kind of like rank all combined.
Okay. Then I never played Soul Calibur enough to be able to. I've only seen my friends play Soul Calibur really to. Like I know one of my friends actually plays Soul Calibur and he's pretty good at that, but not for me.
It's almost like Tekken's is the same. Almost sometimes they use the same engine. It's
right.
Just instead of left punch, left kick, right kick, it's like horizontal / vertical / kick and block.
Oh, okay.
All right. So there you go. You got the ranking now. Interesting enough, I was able to compile a list of all the pokes with high enough kills for an MVP list in a sense. Now the vast majority, like the measuring stick was pretty not as narrow as I hope. Because we started off with just 2 O's, and then there was like too many pokes in 2 O's with 2 O records. So I went beyond 2 O, and there was only 2 Pokemon that had more than 2-0. And ironically, it is the two coaches that are tied in 7th place who each own one of these folks. Thunderous Incarnate being a Pokemon of someone in this call with a 5-0 record. And Jirachi, which belongs to Bobby, with a 3-0 record. But this is
Hey,
only week 1. What?
but Thunder's picked up 5 kills. Remember that.
In a row.
Literally.
But we're going to see if Thunderous can actually hold his own, stay as number 1 as the weeks go on. Because every week we're going to be doing the same thing. See where we as the coaches rank up and where the top 5 Pokemon are. So let's see how long till Thundy can, if Thundy can A, maintain the streak, or B, if Thundy starts dropping. And that is all up to you, CB.
Listen, Cash, Lord Raiden is right next to me. He is giving me advice. He's not telling. He's looking into the future right now, and he's telling me I'm all good. I believe in Lord Raiden.
You do that, sir. So ask Lord Raiden to tell the viewers about the Lindo rule that gets put into effect starting with week 2 before I announce the drops that the coaches have made.
Right. So, the coach of the Seattle Sharingan Superiors, aka Lindo or the Lindo Mar, last season in season 2, we didn't have a. We had a rule of, believe, was 4 trades, and no, 4 drops in
Drops.
total, and then
Oh, three. Three. It was three.
unlimited amount of trades between the coaches as long as they're willing and accepting of the terms and conditions. He kind of was able to take advantage of this pretty well enough to make a very good enough team through trades, because other coaches who were in contention were willing to give up their pokes. So in order to kind of, I guess, balance it, we did come up with the rule of just limiting everybody to 4 total trades or drops. That's completely it. You can drop 4 things, or you can trade 2 things and drop 2 things, but that's it. It was more or less to keep the league more competitive. Even though Lindo did not win that season, we felt it was a little bit unfair and maybe would have caused a lot of uncompetitiveness within it. So that's the current rule that we currently settle on and run by.
And very good rule because I was one of the victims of this. As the team I originally faced got super beefed up to the point where I had no idea what to do during the playoffs because I had nothing to really counter the entire team all in one. But that's a story for another day. So
Shouts out to Connor, or aka Deranged Lime, either one. But shouts out to him for beating Lindo and
so,
making that a less
so
of a nightmare to ever see again.
Connor is the reason why um,
Lindo lost.
Lindo A lost, and B he let you win. Connor, naughty boy.
He didn't let me win. I won fair and square. Granted, I did use a kind of cheeky Gyarados that he hated, but yeah, Cash, Sleep Talk, Rest, Waterfall, Thunderwave, Gyarados.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Folks who are watching, please do not run that set on your local showdown games. We don't.
If you want,
No. No.
run it.
No.
Go ahead and run it. It's not like it's unbeatable.
They're gonna ban Gyarados to Ubers because of CB.
It's too slow.
Alright. So, with that said, I do have. There are only 3 coaches who, at the beginning of the. Because at the end of week 1, we actually opened up the drop ad period. 3 coaches actually took that initiative. The first is the London Lux Race, who we didn't even get to see play, but I guess felt that he had to make a change. He drops Swellow, who was one of his tier 5 pokes, and picks up Raichu. So, like I said, it's kind of unusual in a sense, because maybe he realized that his team lacks something, but considering how we don't know what his team was capable of yet, to know if it needed a drop or not. But like I said, that's a question that only he himself could answer, so apparently that was the answer that he got from it. The Seattle Sharingan Superiors to the shock of no one, dropped Aldino, also another tier 5 poke, and in his place picked up Garbodor. So,
The trash Pokemon.
yes, the trash poke. I can't tell if it's a good or a bad swap because I'm not familiar with either. But I'm going to say it's good considering Aldino did nothing and did not even show up week 1. And then finally, and probably if we thought that was unusual that someone who didn't fight actually dropped the poke, someone actually used up all 4 of their their picks in one go. So the Chesterfield Victinis dropped Crobat, Zygarde, Avalugg, and Dugtrio, and picked up in their place Luxray, Whimsicott, Durant, and Diggersby. Now,
Diggersby, though?
Diggersby though. Brody only brought 2 of these pokes to his match, which was Crobat and Dugtrio. So, my guess is maybe he was very unsatisfied with their performance. But what I will note is the fact that both Crobat and Avalugg were 2 ways that he was able to actually remove hazards from the field, and he just outright dropped them both. So I don't recall if his actual team even has anyone else that can remove hazards or bounce them back. But he does have Whimsicott, who has the access of Prankster Taunt. So if he wants to be that person, he could. But
Could be that person.
he could be that person. But he does have Diggersby, as Chris pointed out.
The nice hard-hitting bunny that nobody ever really uses.
Yeah.
Sad.
I
I like that bunny.
I guess it's the dirt on his ears is probably the reason.
Listen, Cash, that's Bugs Bunny. You can't hate on my man Bugs.
Yeah, well, true. But you didn't pick him, so maybe you didn't like Bugs Bunny.
Listen, I had a choice. Well, when I was picking, I really wanted Mamoswine very, very badly. Because I really wanted a ground type, and I love Mammo's coverage as a ground ice type, having 0 to almost to having very few switch-ins in general as a wall. Because and on the offensive spectrum, he hits almost I believe it's like almost 11 types super effectively. I could be wrong there, but it's like 9 or 10 or 11. It's one of those 3. Hold on, let me see. So what? Electric, grass, water. Well, yeah, technically water too because of freeze dry. So, fire, flying, steel.
Okay.
What else does I hit?
It's like, So, see, while CB's over there calculating, I'm going to go out right and just say it. That probably it would probably have more coverage than Diggersby itself did. I believe we also lost CB, so either CB literally went to his drawer full of strategies to figure out what Mamoswine is able to hit out as opposed to Diggersby, or we outright lost him. We'll give him a few seconds to see if he actually comes back in. In the meantime, we'll be doing week 2 battles pretty soon. I believe this time we'll actually have all 8 week battles up. If we don't, as how we did with this week, we'll explain the reasoning why. We are pretty hoping that everyone actually has their battles in the league, and that we don't have to give you guys a whole bunch of like updates of saying X person couldn't battle for Y reason. I guess that's it. We have lost CB. So, for CB Hulk and his rude self, who thinks that gummy bears are not that great, of the Brooklyn Caesars, I am your boy, PXG Cash Howard of the New York Needle Kings, and we will see you guys for the recap of week 2 next week. Later, guys.